What's going on, muscle monsters? Alain Gonzalez here, and in this video I'm going to give you the Ectomorph workout routine principles that you must follow if you want to maximize muscle growth. Now, if you are watching this video, chances are you're a naturally skinny guy. You find it hard to gain weight and build muscle, and you're probably confused as to how you should be training as an ectomorph, right? Now, the truth is that your body type does not dictate the type of training you should be doing. Okay, we all build muscle pretty much the same way. Okay, when we do research on building muscle, we don't say, okay, they were endomorphs and ectomorphs and mesomorphs, and this person responded like this and this person responded like that. We all respond to training pretty much the same. So these principles are just principles that you should be following in the beginning stages of your training if you want to maximize muscle growth. And if you're a naturally skinny guy, right now you're struggling to gain weight and build muscle, chances are you're still within that beginning stage. So the principles we're going to discuss here are what is going to allow you to maximize your muscle growth in that stage. All right, so the first thing we need to ensure is that we're hitting each muscle group at least twice per week. Okay, we got plenty of research on this showing that even when volume is equal, we build more muscle with a higher frequency. We build more muscle if we're targeting a muscle group twice a week than we do if we're hitting it once a week, again, even if the volume is equal. So you're not doing yourself any justice by hitting a muscle group once per week like you would with a traditional bro split. So there's a few ways we can do this. All right, the first way, this is my favorite way, is a full body workout. The full body workout is essentially that, a workout where you're hitting your entire body 3 times a week. The next way we can do this is with an upper lower. I don't know why it says upper body there, but it should say upper lower. All right, an upper lower is, again, pretty self-explanatory. You have one day where you hit your entire upper body, right? So chest, back, arms, shoulders, and then the next day you would hit your lower body. You would take a rest and then you would repeat that again, right? So you're hitting each muscle group twice per week. Another thing you need to understand is that because you are in the beginning stages of your training, you don't have to do insane amounts of volume for each muscle group, and that's why these routines work so well. Okay, because you don't have to do, 12 sets on your chest in one session. And then the next one is the push-pull. The push-pull is very similar to the upper-lower. The only difference, though, is that instead of going upper body and lower body, it's full body, but it's full body push-pull. So on your push day, you'd hit all of your pushing muscles, right? So, your chest, your shoulders, your quads, your triceps. And then on the pull day, you'd hit your pulling muscles, right? Any muscles we use to pull. So, your biceps, your back, your hamstrings. So you would do your push day, then you would do your pull day. You might take a rest in between, and then again push and pull, maybe rest on the weekend, and then repeat. And again, this is a simple way to hit every muscle group twice per week. The next thing we need to do is focus on the heavy compound lifts. These are the lifts that are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. And again, because you're in this beginner stage of your training, right, you don't have to overload the muscles with a bunch of isolation exercises, right? We need to just focus on the exercises that put on the most overall muscle mass. In fact, and you've probably heard me say this plenty of times in different videos, we don't actually have to do any isolation work in the beginning. We'd be perfectly fine hitting just the big 6, right? And I'll link a video in the description that goes over the big 6 in more detail, but essentially it's a horizontal push and pull, a vertical push and pull, lower body push, and a lower body pull. Okay, so big 6. So 90 to 100% of your training should come from those big 6 movements. If you wanted to, you could add another 10% in isolation lifts, where maybe you're hitting your biceps with some curls, maybe your rear delts and things of that nature, maybe some calf raises. But for the most part, you can build close to 100%, if not 100% of your maximum muscle mass with just the big 6 in the beginning. The next thing we need to ensure is that we're training for strength. Now, Don't get it confused. This doesn't mean that you should be training like a power lifter or aiming just to increase your 1 rep max on the bench press. When I say train for strength, essentially what I'm saying is progressive overload. If we're not getting stronger, we're not going to get bigger. So if we're able to bench press 135 pounds for 8 reps, and then next week we can do that same 135 pounds for 10 reps, we've gotten stronger. Progressive overload. This is basically the main pathway by which we build muscle. As long as we're progressing in the gym, gradually doing more work, we are going to grow. So whenever you go in the gym, it's imperative that you know what you did last time. So if last week you were bench pressing, right, and you did 5 sets of 5 with 140 pounds, well, this week you want to aim to do slightly more, whether that's 5 sets of 5 for 145 pounds, or whether that's 5 sets of 8 with the same 140 pounds. So that's pretty much it. Hit each muscle group at least twice per week with a full body, upper, lower, or push-pull routine. They're all gonna work great. Focus on the heavy compound lifts. Again, you're building your body, not just your biceps. Okay, so if you're spending the majority of your time in the mirror watching yourself curl, chances are you're not maximizing your growth in the gym. All right, and then train for strength. Ensure that from week to week you are getting stronger, whether it's through adding more weight to the bar for the same amount of sets and reps, or if you're adding more reps with the same weight. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, click the like button below. If you haven't already, make sure to grab a free copy of my book, Bulk Up Fast. I'll put the link in the description. Just go there, tell me where to send it. All you have to do is cover the shipping. I'll mail it anywhere in the world. Again, the book has already been paid for. You just cover the shipping and it's yours, so do that. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.